Welcome back to the third game today with the NIHL TV network on Stream Sports Midwest. We are here at Fifth Third Arena in Chicago, the practice home of the Chicago Blackhawks. Myself, Mike Napolitano, and my partner, Aaron Schellen. We've got a good matchup once again for you. I'm going to be saying that all day because I don't know how this tournament went like this, but we have two teams once again that have the exact same record. We have the A3 West Dundee Leafs. They are 10-5-3 with 23 points. And we have the Joliet Jaguars A1 team that are also 10-5-3. So this should be a really good matchup here. I said that last time, and we had a little bit of a runaway towards the end, but I'm hoping for a close contest in this one. These two teams are playing here at 125-ish. It was supposed to be a 120 start. The Leafs are the 3rd seed, and the Jaguars are the 11th. They will play, the winner will play tomorrow at 1:10 on the Hyundai rink. That is this
right
rink.
Here. Yep.
Against the winner of the next game, the Mammoth A1 team and the Hawks A3 team. That's the 2 and the 10th seeds. So we will have to wait to see who their opponents are. But stick with us for the whole day as we cover all of that, hopefully for you.
And another underdog in this one, the Jaguars, the 11 seed, taking out the 6-seeded and home team, the Chicago Stallions. This is where the Stallions call home, and they lost, what was the score? 3-0 to the Jaguars here yesterday. So the Jaguars potentially with 3 straight games on this rink over the course of 3 days if they can win today.
Absolutely. The Northern Illinois Hockey League, NIHL, is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all of the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League, and the NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Peewee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. That's where
right
we
now,
are.
yes,
Yeah.
right this second.
For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. As we get a PA announcing of this game, we've had for the previous 2 games.
Go hockey. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. Go hockey.
Have fun, play hard, and go hockey. Let's do that hockey.
Let's say, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Leafs raising their sticks in the air down by their crease. Same on the other end with the Jaguars. We will get to see who is in net for the Jaguars, as they have 2 listed, but well, they're all skating to the bench right now, so we'll have to wait and see.
It looks like Mikey Noto led them out, number 29, and if this was the pro game, you would assume that he'd get the nod, but that's not always the case.
On the other end, the Leafs, we have Miles Farner in net, number 71. So both teams will have a team powwow at the benches and get a chance to talk about the strategy before puck drop. We are pretty much ready to go here on this 3rd game of the day at Fifth Third Arena.
3 of 7. So we're not quite halfway through yet. We got about a game. We got about, 4.5 periods left to go before we hit that halfway mark. We're through 2, and I'm hanging in there. For those of you not watching, Mike, or who don't know us, Mike's a young guy. I'm an old guy, so
I wouldn't say old, older.
For me, these 12-hour standing on your feet games do a number on me. But so far through 2, I'm hanging in there.
Older than me, as we are underway here. Leafs controlling the puck in the Jaguars' end, and we already get a whistle as a save from Mikey Noto.
So Noto does get the start, so that does hold true. The starting goalie leads his team out onto the ice.
Both sides lining up for this faceoff. Leafs in their white jerseys with the blue maple leaf at the bottom. Jaguars in their black. And I like that green. It's like a jungle green. I'm not even sure how to describe it. I don't want to say puke green because that sounds bad. But
you're talking about the Jaguars jerseys?
Yes.
It's not
like
green.
Like a lime.
Like, where did you learn? That's not green. That's not green at all.
What are we going with then here?
That's like a yellowish. It's like a pale yellow to go with the gold stripes. There's no green in that.
I don't know. I thought like an old Leaf maybe.
You need to go get your eyes checked, my man.
Who's the young one and who's the old one?
Yeah,
you were
exactly.
They battle for it there at the blue line. Leafs have this puck along the boards, but it's kicked back out to the Jaguars.
I do like how the Leafs have a leaf along the bottom of their jerseys. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, to go with the leaf already on their crest. And the WDs for West Dundee along their shoulders, as a little bit of frustration there from Leo Neska, as he was just a little bit offsides, and the ref caught that one. So a whistle, and we will have a face-off in the neutral zone.
And before we get too far into this game and this day, I just want to kind of just give a shout-out to the people here at Fifth Third and the NIHL representatives that sort of put this together for Mike and myself here today. It sort of came to not last minute, but came together a little differently than how we normally do things. And so I want to thank all the managers and Fifth Third for helping us put this together here
Puck
today.
into the slot, a backhand shot, and he scores! Wow, what a turnaround goal. And the Jaguars have the lead.
Landon Laporte, little spinorama. Little spinorama a la Denny Savard, and he finds the back of the net. And the Jaguars, maybe a little bit of team destiny here out of the number 11 seed Jaguars. They take a 1-0 lead.
Laporte, no, that's savoir-faire right there.
Oh.
As he spins and puts that puck in from his backhand to get the scoring started in this one. And Aaron, you did read my mind, because as we were thanking the wonderful people here, they came over and brought us waters and chicken tenders. They know me too well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love me some chicken nuggies, man. I'm all for it. So that's the way to my heart, is through my stomach for sure. So thank you to the people here at Fifth Third.
I think this is ranch and some barbecue sauce, so I'm excited.
I know what we'll be doing in between games 3 and 4 here.
Absolutely.
Wolfing down some nuggies.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be stuffing my face. Puck sent all the way back down on net, so Leafs goaltender will have to play that one.
Ooh, miscommunication down there.
A little bit of a trip there, and we're getting a call.
Laporte.
Jaguars a little too eager to get that puck back.
Hey, he's 2/3 of the way to the Gordie Howe hat trick here, and we're 2 minutes into this game. He's got a goal and a penalty so far.
The NIHL Gordie Howe hat trick.
The guy, that's what we refer to as the NIHL.
No fighting allowed.
No fighting allowed. It's a goal, a penalty, and an assist. So he's 2/3 of the way there, and we're 2 minutes and 7 seconds into this one.
Like they said at the start, have fun, and let's do that hockey.
Or go hockey.
Let's go hockey. Yeah,
have fun and go hockey. Yes. Words to live by.
Leafs win the draw, but it's poked by the Jaguars, but not cleared out. It's at the point. They try to go D to D, but a redirect keeps this puck in the zone, but the Jaguars have it now. Down low, trying to throw that out.
Oh.
Shot gets tipped up and goes into the netting.
That ramped straight up. That tip was right at the tip of the crease.
That was a shot from defenseman number 5, Luke Karowskis. As he shoots that one towards the net, but a couple of bodies in the way sends that one sky high. It would have been good if we were still in our football mode.
Yeah, we're still in our football mode. That would have been through the uprights for sure.
Absolutely. He gets the puck again in the high slot. A shot gets tipped, but a good save. Another couple of opportunities. That's Grayson Schubert, number 53.
It was good recovery by Noto as well to make the first, second, and third saves. Kept that head up, kept his eye on the puck, and was able to stop all 3 shots before getting a whistle.
Grayson Schubert looking a little different from his teammates today. He's got his practice jersey. I don't mean to call him out there, but
no, you can call him out. You forget your jersey during the championship, during the playoffs.
Maybe it was laundry day.
Yeah, maybe. Good point.
That's Lakowski sending that one on net. Goaltender down and out once more, but it stays out of the net as well. Jaguars trying to regroup along the boards and get this out, but it's kept in at the point and sent back down. A couple of Jaguar sweaters there to send it back to the other defenseman. We're playing ring around the end boards here as the Jaguars once more get it down low and once again kept in at the line. Oh, momentarily. Now the Jaguars could be on an odd man rush. They take the shot wide. It goes high and wide of the goal.
Carson Faust, that was he ripped that one. A lot behind that one, number 9 in black.
Christopher Stay was looking to get that puck back into the zone for the Jaguars, but It's sent back down into his defensive end, and Joliet will have to regroup. Tipped off the winger's stick and back down to the Leafs defense. Pence now has this. A nice centering pass, but just a little bit too far for the reach of his teammate. And the Leafs give up possession in the offensive zone. It is flipped all the way back down from the Jaguars, and we will get an icing.
9 seconds left on this power play, and after a first half that was controlled by the Leafs, able to get a couple of good opportunities. Jaguars settled down here a little bit on the back half of this power play and have not allowed the Leafs anything in close.
Face off to the left of Noto. They fight for it at the dot. A couple of sticks tie up. A shot does find its way to the goal, but it's steered wide by Noto. Penalty is expired as the puck goes into the net. I don't believe that will count as a power play goal.
Nope, that was August Reynolds on the backhand, got some space on the near side and was able to lift the backhand over the blocker of Mikey Noto. And the Leafs, it's not going to be a power play goal as Landon Laporte had just stepped out onto the ice, but what you like to call that danger minute, right? Right after the power play ends, and the defense is trying to scramble to kind of get back into a normal 5-on-5 mindset, and the Leafs took advantage, and they were able to get this thing tied.
This game is tied up now, as you mentioned, but that goal can really swing the momentum here because of the fact that it happened just as the penalty killers finished killing off that penalty and were probably tired out there and still didn't get rewarded. It still found the back of their net. So look to see if the Leafs gain any momentum from that. It's sent back into the Jaguars' end. There to retrieve that one is Derek Urban. Sorry, that is Benjamin Tim. Wrong 84. A couple of bodies fighting for it along the boards there. Sent out of the zone by the Jaguars, and they're able to flip it out of harm's way, but the Leafs were looking to get right back the other way. A little bit of an offsides play there, as you would say, Aaron, east to west at the blue line rather than north to south.
Yep. I mean, sometimes you have to go east to west, right? Sometimes there's a man standing in front of you and you need to go east to west. But if you are going to go east to west, then you got to be wary of where your line mates are. And if you're a line mate and you see your center going east to west, you got to be prepared to try to drag that back toe.
Jaguars now in the zone with it. A shot through a screen, and it finds the man that was breaking towards the slot, and a follow-up chance just steered away by the Leafs goaltender.
It's going to be a penalty.
A penalty now called, and we have a delayed call. And
Faust is going to go for a trip, and they blew that whistle kind of prematurely. I mean, that didn't look like possession from the Jaguars, but
Kinsley Highball did touch that puck, so I think the referee was ready to negate the delayed penalty and blow that whistle. But yeah, as you mentioned, I don't know if that was possession. It could have been a chance for the Leafs in order to have a delayed penalty opportunity in the offensive zone. This puck goes down deep, and the Leafs go back on the man advantage. Thrown to the front, but Highball there to direct that wide. Leafs still have it down low behind the net, but Highball putting the pressure on to try to get this out of her zone on the penalty kill. Shot from the point doesn't quite make it. It finds a Jaguar stick, and look out, we could have a odd man rush on the penalty kill here. Almost a breakaway opportunity or a 2-on-0 with the late man coming from the far side.
Yeah, Alex Flood just not able to catch up to that pass, but that was a great idea.
Oh, and Urban almost had an opportunity on the power play to have a breakaway, sticked away now from his goaltender. And this action is really starting to ramp up here on this odd man rush.
Yeah.
Coach was yelling for an offsides call. Could have been very close. Jaguars wanted a call, didn't get it. The Leafs will try to regroup now on this power play. Still 50 seconds to go as that puck is swallowed up by Mikey Noto, and we will get a face-off.
And always make that first save. Hold on if you can, especially when you're shorthanded. give your defense a chance to, or get the line set up the way you want, and let everybody take a breather.
This is Mason Seifrid lining up for the draw. They win the draw for the Leafs. Off the glass, but not out. Turn around by Grayson Schubert. Kept in by Nelligan. Sent back down low. Behind the net, centering pass.
Ooh.
Just didn't make it to the low slot for an opportunity to shoot on net. Jaguars still trying to keep the Leafs to the outside here. Pass goes through the crease into the far side. Couple of sticks whack away, and the Jaguars almost had an opportunity shorthanded. Power play is just about to expire with 5 to go on the man advantage. Davis now in front of the boxes as the man was getting out. And look out, the Jaguars throw it the other way with the man exiting the box, but no breakaway opportunity as the Leafs defense was still back. They fight for it there along the boards. Leafs come up with it as it is cleared out of the Jaguars' end. Davis now just can't stick handle around a couple of defensemen, but he almost gets the puck back in the slot. But the Jaguars look to go the other way with this. That's Sabella going wide with it, trying to find a centering pass, back door, and it just was hopping over the stick and did not connect for Christopher Stay. Seifrid now able to get to the blue line, but it's actually Grayson Schubert that dumps this puck down low. Jaguars, Sabella coming back up with it. Looking to go wide, get some help from Laporte, the goal scorer, but he is taken off the puck, and the Leafs come the other way.
Interesting time for a change if you're the Jaguars. You're 3-on-2 on the defensive, and you go for a change rather than stay out there. It didn't come back to burn him this time, but be aware of what's going on around you when you're going for a line change.
That puck came out, and we will get a face-off for an offsides in this neutral zone. 1-1 the score line here in the first period. 3:10 to go. Shots on goal are pretty even as well. 5-4 in favor of the Joliet Jaguars.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say that's fair. I mean, it's been a pretty even game here so far. That power play for the Leafs, they did a really nice job on the first half of it, getting some good looks. Each team has potted one, and shots are now even at 5 after that one rolled in, and I think that's a fair assessment of the first 9 minutes.
Face off to the left of Noto. Jaguars come up with the puck, but lose it before they can get out of the zone with it. Centering pass, but there's only Jaguar sweaters in front of the net. So this puck stays out of harm's way and goes into the corner. Jaguars have the number of jerseys in front, in the corner there to win that battle, but they almost lost it, and the Leafs had a chance on net. Leafs trying to get to the center once more. Just not able to get through a couple of sticks.
Zach Rolane with a couple of opportunities. Really, that hard drive. First time from the far corner, this time from the near corner. This second time, got right in on that near post, but Noto does a nice job.
Jaguars now able to move out, and look out. Here comes a breakaway from Kroll. Oh, good back checking from Leafs defense, and a swing of the stick. Could have been a penalty opportunity if he made contact, but luckily we play on, no call, no penalties.
Yeah, that was Leo Neska on that back check, number 24 for the Leafs. That was, you said it, that was an impressive back check.
He was able to clear the puck out of the zone, but it's back in now. A shot goes wide. A centering opportunity. I think that hit the mask.
Yeah, it certainly did.
The helmet of Leafs goaltender Miles Farner.
Shot from below the red line, put it off the back of the helmet of Farner.
Jaguars still keeping this puck in the zone, but the Leafs finally have an opportunity to clear. Now they cannot. That stays in, but there was definitely an argument from the Leafs bench on that one.
Yeah, that was close, and they were standing right on the blue line.
Jaguars have it down low. A shot goes high, but the goaltender was there to cover that near post, and it stays out of harm's way.
Yeah, Faust tried to go short side. That's well offsides. Yeah. Faust tried to go short side, and I thought for a second there was some space there between the left arm of Miles Farner and that near post, but he was able to squeeze it just long enough to keep that shot from Faust fine in the back of the net.
Leo Neska upset about his offsides call once more. He
was about 6 steps offside, so
yeah.
It wasn't one of those like, was it or was it not? I mean, he was closer to the face-off dot than he was the blue line by the time that puck crossed in.
He's been very animated about a couple of the calls here today.
Okay.
So, interesting to watch, nonetheless.
An animated young man, Leo Neska.
Yeah. He's
That's
passionate.
all right.
He's
That's
passionate.
fine. I love it.
40 seconds to go here in this first frame. Nelligan has it along the boards, but it's the Jaguars that sneak this out of the zone. Kroll coming up the wing, and it gets to the back door. A shot, and it was floating, almost not sealed up all the way by goaltender Farner, but able to locate and save that one.
Yeah, Farner definitely did that look behind that a goalie does when they get down on their knees and they close that pads and they're unsure. You just take a peek behind you there to see if it made it through.
Christopher Stay lining up for the draw here against the Leafs. Mason Seifrid won by the Leafs and cleared out of their own end. 20 seconds to go as the clock is winding down here. Leafs were well offsides as they tried to bring that puck back into the zone once more. And we will get yet another neutral zone face-off.
And nothing they could really do about that one. All the momentum was going from your right to your left, and that just carries you into the offensive zone.
Puck is dropped. It's tied up in the skates of Stay. Zeleny chases this one down for the Jaguars. Coming around behind his own net. Sent up the boards. Here come the Jaguars. Could have been an odd man rush. It goes into the corner as time expires. And after one frame, we are all tied up here between the Leafs and the Jaguars. 1-1.
3 seed versus the 10 seed. The 10 seed Jaguars, or 11 seed rather, Jaguars hanging with them. It's been fun.
Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Chicago Blackhawks are excited to host their 2024 summer camps at 4 locations throughout Chicagoland for kids ages 6 to 13. Additionally, they are proud to present their all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for girls ages 12 to 18. Included in the 5-day camp, players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities each day. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit NIHL.com Blackhawks Amateur Hockey Camps. I almost got through an ad read with library silence there. I was a little surprised.
Letting you work.
I do want to hear the excitement here, though. So I've heard it from both fan bases and both benches here today, especially in this game. But the music is going as well. Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Monday, February 19th, the Blackhawks are in Carolina to take on the Hurricanes at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports Chicago or Bally Sports South, depending on your region. Wednesday, February 21st, the Blackhawks host the Philadelphia Flyers at 6:30 p.m. That game's on TNT, or you could stream it on Max. Friday, February 23rd, the Blackhawks welcome Winnipeg to town. The Jets and Hawks face off at 7:30 on NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. And we are all set here for the second period to commence. 1-1 the score, 10-7 the shots on goal in favor of the away team. That's the Jaguars.
It was a pretty open first period. 10 shots to 7 in the first period. We haven't seen a lot of that in the first. It's been a little bit more close to the vest style of defense, but not in this one.
Jaguars could have an opportunity here if they can catch up to this puck. It goes into the corner, and they still have a shot at sending it across the ice. They do, but it's picked up by the Leafs and thrown back out. A rolling puck is thrown into the Jaguars, and that could have been offsides, but it's waved off by the linesman there, and a shot on goal from the corner is soaked up by Noto.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass that was supposed to go through the crease, but Noto wasn't taking any chances, just got his glove on it and grabbed it for a whistle.
Always a safe bet there.
Yeah.
As the faceoff will come to his right side. They line up for the draw here. 5 aside here in this second period. Almost cleared out, but good keep by the defense. And I don't know if Noto saw that shot coming. It was a little bit of a lob, and it just hit him in the pads.
Yeah, it was sort of a dip. I don't know if that hit something on the way through, but it was definitely aiming down as it landed in on Mikey Noto. Bounced off that left pad, and he was able to get the big mid on it. So Leafs here in the first 53 seconds of the period getting some offensive pressure on the Jaguars.
As that puck came down, it was the 10th shot on goal. So we are in a deadlock tie here. 1-1, 10 shots apiece. Now 11. It's 11 as Noto makes another sprawling save, and we'll get a face-off to his right side this time.
Bouncing puck. Those are dangerous, man. Coming in from the point. Yeah, knuckleball. Never know where it's going to go.
Leafs win the draw forward, but it's the Jaguars that try to pick it up behind their net. Now it's the Leafs, though, shooting from behind the goal. It goes off the side, and Noto is forced to make another save. We'll get another face-off, this time to his left.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job, though, of holding the post on whatever side of the net he's got to be on. Keeping those like that was a shot from below the red line that could have easily deflected off his back and into the net, but he's got that left hip and that left arm tucked basically inside the net. So nothing's going to beat him on that short side. He's done a nice job of that here so far in the second.
Jaguars throw this puck off the boards and up out of the zone, but the Leafs are right back in with it, sending this puck deep. And a little bit of a collision along the boards. I don't think either referee saw that. It was behind the play.
Ooh.
Thrown out in front and through the crease, but just wide. The Leafs get set up now. It's up at the point. They send this puck back down low. There to retrieve that is wrong side of the sheet here, Mason Seyfried. Sent all the way back down. Kroll now trying to stick that for the Jaguars, and now we will get a tripping call on the Leafs as they take down a Jaguars player entering the zone. That is Jack Fracey.
Yeah, accidental trip, but you know, I mean, the stick is an extension of you as a hockey player, and you're responsible for what that stick does. So, incidental or not, a trip is a trip is a trip.
Face-off comes into the Leafs zone on the left side of Miles Farner. Jaguars win this on their power play, but it's the Leafs now looking to exit their zone. They dump this down. Siegmiller there to chase. A little bit of high contact there as both players were going for the puck, but it escaped both of them. The Leafs still trying to keep this out of their end on this penalty kill. Jaguars now send this up ahead. They have numbers and are in the zone. A centering pass just doesn't work as a good stick from the Leafs defense there is able to pull that out. That's Ethan Siegmiller. Christopher Stay passing this puck off the boards and almost to himself there.
That was Hudson Chabella on that attempted backhand. He had somebody on the near side, just not able to get enough underneath it.
Flipped back out of the zone by the Leafs. Jaguars have it at center ice and are looking to re-enter. There's Chabella again. A nice, yes, as you mentioned, nice move to evade one stick, but just couldn't find himself a lane to the net. Down low, the Jaguars have it along the boards. Sent up to their defense. A slap shot from the point. Finds somebody in the low slot. And a point-blank opportunity steered wide.
That was Stay. He tried to wind up a little bit and take that shot. If he had just gotten it on his stick and let it go, he had most of an open net to aim at, but he sort of tried to corral the puck a little before firing it, and that allowed the Leafs defense to get back.
35 seconds to go on the penalty. 8:35 to go in this second period. They line up to the right of goaltender Farner now. Laporte, the goal scorer for the Jaguars, wins that faceoff forward, and the puck ended up being loose. I thought Farner had dove on top of it when we were going to get a whistle, but it was still about an inch away from his glove there.
He dove, but he wasn't able to actually secure it in his glove.
backdoor pass goes off of Farner's stick and redirected away from the backdoor checker. So that puck goes all the way back down. The Leafs corral this in the offensive zone as the penalty expires with 3 on the clock. Looks like they'll have a chance in the offensive zone just as they killed the penalty. A quick whistle as that puck was still a little bit loose, but able to corral that was Noto.
Yeah, Noto did a nice job. You saw that puck sort of roll up into his pads, but he was able to get the glove on it for the whistle.
So penalty expires here. 1-1, 13 shots apiece, 7:54 to go here as we line back up. Another shot comes to Noto. Took him an extra second to corral that one as well, but he does. We'll get another faceoff.
I mean, he's very sure of himself in there. I mean, he's jumping on the puck and he's grabbing it and he's holding on and feels pretty confident about that. And as long as your team can win draws on the other end and not continue to give the other team offensive zone faceoffs, it's fine.
Here come the Jaguars into the zone after a nice clear to ring around the boards in their own end. But the Leafs now taking this up out of their zone. A stick check, and we will get a whistle
Maybe a trip
for
on
a trip.
the Jaguars this time. Yeah, it's going to be Chabella, I think, going. And he got the worst of it. He's grabbing his left side as he goes to the penalty box. But he's going to go for a trip, and the Leafs now will be a man up.
He was, I believe, swinging the stick to try to stick check that puck away, but fell in the process. So holding that shoulder, I hope he's okay. We've got a 2-minute power play for the Leafs, as you mentioned. They're kind of creeping into the circle there. The referee did not see that. But here come the Jaguars, shorthanded the other way. Shorthanded on the rush as well. It's a 1-on-2. They do have a late man, but not able to use it as a couple of Leaf sticks picked that puck. And here come the Leafs the other way. Leafs trying to generate something on this power play. Not able to get this corralled at center, and it goes all the way down into the Jaguars' end. At the point now. Fanned on a shot and a little bit of a Duncan Keith-esque move there.
Nice little dangle to get around the defender, and then that wrist shot, Mike, from really the far boards. That was ticketed top shelf. Mikey Noto had to make the glove save.
Maxwell, quite the walk at the blue line there and gets his own shot off. And as you mentioned, Noto with the glove save there, will line up to his left. Leafs win this draw on the power play. Sent back to the point. A shot kind of lobs in there, a save, steered wide by Noto, kept along the corner boards by the Leafs. Turned away though by the Jaguars, and this will come all the way back out. Look out, we have a race for this one. The Leafs will corral this. But uh-oh, look out, turnover, thrown in front, but just no Jaguar player on this man disadvantage in order to capitalize on that centering pass. Leafs trying to ring this back around, but it's the Jaguars that'll keep this in on the kill. Hits the side of the net on our near side here. Thrown back up the wall to the defense. Zeleny loses the puck, though, to Johnson. Urban to chase this one for the Leafs and get back into the zone. In the top of the slot. That puck might have been going wide, but Soto comes through to make the save, and he was turned around in his crease, and the puck found the slot, but just no one could pull the trigger for the Leafs. A shot goes high and wide for the Jaguars as the penalty is expiring now, and the Jaguars have it in the offensive zone. So both penalties killed off nicely by each of these teams.
Never good when your goalie is facing the back of his net. That's never a good sign.
Jaguars using the boards well to keep this puck in, down low in the far corner. There's 3 Jaguar sweaters. They throw it out in front, and I'm not sure. They're just an inch away from the stick of Chabella, who had just come out of the box. I don't know if he realized that that puck was coming to him in the slot.
He was not far away from that one in the paint area, and I would have felt good for him coming out of the box and getting an opportunity right away, but
Face-off will come all the way down into the Leafs end to the right of goaltender Miles Farner. Laporte lines up for this face-off. He wins it back for the Jaguars. They'll go to work in the corner, flip it to the far corner. Chabella there fans on the pass attempt to the point, and it comes back out into the neutral zone. A couple of players tie up for that puck as it's at the Leafs blue line. They try to throw it out. It doesn't happen. Laporte trying for a shot there.
Yeah, fortunate for the Leafs. You got to go up the boards there, not up the middle of the ice. Turn that puck over. Could have turned into something dangerous for the Jaguars.
Davis all alone, breaking a couple of checks. He's got a stick in the midsection.
Yeah,
we are going to get a penalty here. That is clearly a hook. And I don't know why we're stopping this play here, because the Leafs still had the opportunity with the puck on their stick.
Yeah, going to the box is going to be Ira Topper. He rode the Leafs player down about 20, 25 feet down the ice. That stick just wrapped around the midsection.
It would have been a very dangerous chance, as the Leafs were evading 2 checks there and getting their own partial breakaway. Puck goes up into the air and could have been a dangerous chance as the Jaguars tried to glove it down, but it's their goaltender that gloves it in the end.
Again, Mikey Noto doing a nice job. That puck bouncing around his crease. He's got sort of that mindset where if I can grab it, I'm going to grab it.
Exactly.
If I can grab the puck and get a whistle, that's what I'm going to do. And he's done it a dozen times so far here this morning, or I guess technically this afternoon now.
Yes. Shots on goal have now strayed a bit in favor of the Leafs as they go on this power play here. 1:45 on the power play time. The Jaguars looking to take this out of their end, but the Leafs have it at center ice. Maxwell now sends this puck up into the neutral zone. They try to go up the boards with it, but a Jaguar sweater there will throw this puck back down into the Leafs end, and they'll have to regroup. Nice stop by Kiroskis. Sending this puck off the boards, but Zeleny there to get it for the Jaguars.
I tried to go indirect to Ethan Siegmiller, but good defense by the Jaguars to not allow that.
A minute to go on this power play for the Leafs, and they haven't had really any offensive zone time or been able to generate anything, as the Jaguars have done a nice job of controlling the neutral zone. Coming in with it, another nice move, creating his own breakaway, and that puck bounces over and into the net. A shorthanded goal, our first of the day from the Jaguars. And that breaks the tie.
That's Jack Fraze. Took that puck right from the red line, made a couple of nice moves, and before you knew it, he was all alone with Miles Farner. And Farner made the save, but it almost looked like he had his stick sort of level or tipped back towards him, so it just ramped up over his pads into the back of the net. And the 11 seed Jaguars, with 3 minutes left to go in the second, are up by 1.
Took the words right out of what I was going to say, right out of my mouth. We were on the same page once again. But 2-1 here, the score. The power play still in effect for the Leafs. They throw this puck to the slot. Oh, a couple of defensemen for the Jaguars didn't know where that puck was. The Leafs still have an opportunity here. A shot hits the skates
Kinsley
Highball.
She's done that a couple of times here in this game. Just good positioning out in front of the net and just able to get in the way of shots.
Another opportunity for the Leafs, steered wide by the stick of Noto as the penalty expires. We got 8 to go there, but they're in the neutral zone, so that'll be the last opportunity they get on the man advantage, giving up a shorthanded goal on that last odd man opportunity. Here come the Jaguars now again, moving with some speed along the outside, taken out, and the referee is taken out as well. Here come the Leafs, though, on what could be a breakaway. Good back checking, though. And, oh, another opportunity as they tried to wrap that around. It was a really nice way to cut that off by Ira Tepper.
Zach Rolane with that first attempt and then the wraparound attempt. And we're going to have a penalty on the Leafs here for a check.
So just as the Leafs were trying to get something going on the power play, they give up the shorthanded goal, and now they will go to the box.
Devin Imsey will go to the box for 2 minutes here. So the Jaguars a 2-1 lead. looking to go to the third, up 2. They're just a couple of wins away from playing a championship game on their home ice. A championship game at Inwood down in Joliet.
1:44 here to go, so if they don't score on this power play, it will carry over into the second period. Faust, a shot, ends up going low, but is gloved by Farner, and we will get a face-off.
Trying to go 5-hole. Farner does a nice job. He used the glove 5-hole to make the save, but kept those pads closed as well.
Puck is dropped. Leafs win the draw, but it is kept in by Tepper at basically the point.
Did a nice job drawing that Leafs defender to him and then making the pass. They're just not able to convert.
Benjamin Tim, a long shot from the point, lobs its way but doesn't make it to the net. Leafs trying to poke this puck out from behind their net and get this all the way down into the Jaguars, and they have some speed along the boards now, pinched off, and the puck is now taken by the Jaguars defense. They have some speed going the other way.
That was good defense by the Jaguars. Again, you're not allowed to body check, but you said he just pinched the Leafs skater off and took the puck away. It's exactly how you have to play defense at this level.
Kept in at the line by Tepper. Faust just had it evade him, so the Leafs will shoot this up off the glass. And now it gets out as Johnson is able to pick this puck up. He's got no late man on the far side as they were changing, so he was all alone, and the Jaguars were able to come up with it. Now the late man almost had a chance there, but the Jaguars come back across the attacking blue line, sticked away, and they will have to regroup as this period winds down. 15 to go, 30 on the power play. A shot gets stuck in the skates of the Leafs defenseman and out of the crease, out of danger. 5 to go. Fans yelling to shoot as the clock winds down, but that will do it for the second period. 2-1 in favor of the Jaguars here in this one.
We got a young kid on the PA here at Fifth Third, and he's doing a fantastic job.
He's doing my job for me. If I hadn't already said 2-1, you heard it from him as well. And the regular season is complete, and this is the NIHL Blackhawks tournament time. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. We are live streaming 4 Peewee Silver quarterfinals from Fifth Third Arena. That's today. And then later this afternoon, we will also bring you 3 Bantam Silver quarterfinals. And if that wasn't enough playoff hockey, on Sunday, we will stream 6 championship games from where, Aaron?
About 2 blocks from here.
The United Center, the home of our Chicago Blackhawks. 9 a.m. Squirt Premier Select Championship, the 11 a.m. Peewee Premier Select Championship, the 1 p.m. Girls 16U, 19U National Championship, the 3 p.m. Bantam Premier Select Championship, 5 p.m. College Junior Prep 16U Championship, and lastly, the 7 p.m. College Junior Prep 18U Championship. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. That's the one you're on right now.
And we got a penalty up on the board here. It looks like Carson Faust is in the box for the Jaguars, waiting to see if we're going to get a message as to why, but he'll start in the box, so it'll be 4 skaters to a side for 16 minutes, and the Leafs will be a man up for, what's that math, a minute 44?
Yes.
Yeah.
16 seconds, yes. 12 minutes on the clock to start this third frame. 2-1 the score in favor of the Jaguars. 19-6 shots on goal in favor of the Leafs, though.
And this is the number 3 seed. Again, 3 versus 11. We already have a 12 seed in the semifinals as the Rockford Roadrunners will take on the top seed Falcons tomorrow. So we have an 11 seed playing in this game and then a 10 seed playing in the final Peewee Silver quarterfinals game. So this is shaping up to be, I guess, pre-March Madness, February Madness.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the first 2 games, even if you don't have a player playing in the game after this, you may want to tune in because those could be your opponents tomorrow.
That's right.
That's Mammoth 1A, the 2 seed, versus, as Aaron mentioned, the 10 seed Hawks at A3. That is the 2:30 p.m. game, although with games running a little behind schedule today, that may be a little bit closer to 2:40. Shot on goal and a little extra tap from the Jaguars.
Yeah,
the
Alex
Leafs
Flood
didn't appreciate that.
And Alex Flood with a little two-hand whack on the goaltender Miles Farner, but nothing too atrocious there.
No. Face-off comes to a Farner's left side. Referee drops the puck. It's kind of a win for the Jaguars, but it goes back towards the Leafs. Jaguars shoot it back down into the corner. The Leafs have it behind their net. Trying to find an outlet pass, but too much coverage there from the Jaguars negates that rush. The Jaguars will regroup. Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication by the defense. They almost ran into each other in a turnover, but the Leafs just couldn't capitalize on that.
Yeah, Alex Flood getting back defensively for the Jaguars to help his defensive pairing out.
Leafs still had it down low, but a centering pass goes through a couple of skates, and here come the Jaguars back the other way. It's a 1-on-2. The late man isn't really in an area where he can make the pass. This gets sent all the way back down for the Jaguars defense to send it back up to the blue line and dump it down.
A smart play by the Jaguars to just dump it in. Dump, get back, get set up defensively, and hope for that.
A turnover from the Leafs and a shot from basically the circle there.
That was Fraze again.
Deflected wide.
Yeah, he already has one. He was looking for a second shorty, but nice blocker save by Farner.
As Aaron mentioned, that would have been a shorty. 25 to go on the power play. The Leafs send it over to Pence. Trying to cross the blue line. Onside, just barely. A little bit of a collision along the boards. Shaken up, but he gets up. Oh, he's headed to the bench, though.
Yeah, he got pinned against the boards pretty hard by J.J. Zeleny.
Maxwell trying to send that up to Seifert. Pinched off by the Jaguars defense and stay. Finding the far side of the ice to Kroll. Picked off the centering pass, and the Leafs are able to clear, but only to the red line.
Look out.
As that puck, that is our third puck into the benches today. Those benches are very active.
They are active,
You gotta keep your head on a swivel even when you're off the ice. Face-off will come to the center dot here. Both teams line up 5 aside as that power play has expired. Still a 2-1 score here. That, I think, double hit the stick of Maxwell, so the Jaguars were able to pick that up instead of a pass over to Reynolds, but Reynolds still eventually able to corral, and the Leafs are trying to get across the blue line. They do, cutting into the high slot through a defender's legs and just couldn't get the follow-through attempt. Kept in at the point. Leafs send that down low to the Jaguars defense. Off the glass, still kept in momentarily, but the Jaguars will be able to clear their zone now.
Starting to see some of that snow build up in front of the benches. That's really slowing the puck down.
A little bit physical, centering pass. And diving on it is Soto to make that save.
Again, we've seen Mikey Soto diving all around his crease here so far to make saves here throughout this one. He stopped 20 out of 21. Mikey Noto's played really, really well so far today for the Jaguars.
They'll line up to Noto's right. Urban keeping that puck for the Leafs along the half boards. But coming out with some nice stick handling is Benjamin Tim. Sent down low. There was a tip, so the referee waved off the icing there. Leafs come out of their own end with it. This is Urban sending a saucer pass over across, but it bounces off the boards and has to get recovered by his teammate. Centering pass just doesn't go. Gloved down by the Jaguars and flipped out of their zone. It comes all the way down, but not going to be far enough for icing.
The Jaguars have done a nice job clearing their defensive zone here this afternoon. They haven't gotten pinned in their defensive area here very much today. They're doing a good job of getting the puck and getting it out.
Jaguars regroup, give the puck away. The Leafs now centering pass. This could be a dangerous opportunity, but just couldn't get it to the forehand or the backhand there as it slides behind the net.
It was just in the feet of Leoneska, not able to kick it to his stick and make anything happen with it.
Rakowski sending that puck down low. Just sat there behind the net for a second there. He gets another opportunity, and it's deflected by Urban, but sits next to his stick, so the Jaguars are able to clear it from the low slot.
And again, getting that puck out of the zone without icing it is huge here as we are in the final 7.5.
Blown tire from the Jaguars, and a shot goes off a defenseman and in. And that is a game-tying goal right there for the Leafs.
That puck was going wide of the far post, and that ended up tucking inside the near post. I don't know if that hit a Jaguars skater or a Leafs skater out in front, but either way, we're all square.
It looked like it had hit Kinsley Highball in front, and just an unfortunate circumstance. Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You're defending your end, and unfortunately the shot comes towards you and hits you in a way where it winds up in the back of your net. Gonna have to just shake that one off and get back into this.
Well, I gotta say, after 7-0 and 5-0, it's nice to see 2-2 with 7 minutes left in the third, isn't it?
I think we have the same brain today. Comes out in front, and a shot just goes wide. It rolls along the top of the cage. We haven't seen that yet today, as the Leafs starting to really put the pressure on here. They have the momentum, but the Jaguars able to clear, and here they come on the rush the other way. Sabella, just an extra couple moves. I don't know if that puck ever really came across that blue line there with those stick handles.
I think maybe the official was making kind of assuming that the puck was going to go across the blue line, and it actually didn't. But
no argument from Sabella, though. But I do believe he stick handled well enough to recognize he didn't want to go off sides there. Regardless, the Jaguars pick this puck up, and they're in the offensive zone, trying to work their way into the slot. It pokes back out. Pence is there, but Tim has this puck. A little bit of a reach around with the stick, but nothing doing there, so no call. Leafs corral this and try to flip this out of the zone. It stays at the blue line with Tim. Jaguars still getting a stick on this to keep the puck deep. But now the Leafs flipping this puck out, and look out, they could have a lane along the boards, and now it's in the center of the ice. But a couple of Jaguar sweaters there to clear the danger. Centering pass, a shot. Oh, it's just redirected enough from the stick of Noto to keep that puck out. Another great opportunity for the Leafs there, and just a nice close of the door from Noto.
Tough save by Noto for sure. Knocked that puck wide.
Keeping his team in this tie game. A little bit of pushing into the corner there as the Leafs are able to clear, but the Jaguars have it at center and are looking to turn this right around. A change on both ends as the Leafs regroup and slow this game down a little bit. Jaguars now throwing this puck across the ice, almost through the crease, but it's the Leafs that pick it up and get out of their own zone and turn this back over to the Jaguars' defense. Leafs sending this puck. Oh, could have been a two-minute, and we are going to get a too-many-men call right there.
Again, an accidental, and I think that was Highball again. You got to feel kind of bad here for Kinsley as the puck bounced off her into the back of the Jaguars' net a couple of minutes ago, and then here she was coming onto the ice as her teammate was going off, and I think the puck hit her skate, and immediately the referee blew the whistle, and I think we're going to have another power play here for the Leafs. The Jaguars coaching staff is arguing vehemently, but I think this is going to be a penalty on the Jaguars, and Highbaugh is coming down here to the box. So an unfortunate couple of minutes for Kinsley. Nothing really she could do about either one of those instances. Puck just happened to find her in bad places.
Yeah, as you mentioned, just unfortunate. I'm not sure if that was awareness by the Leafs or just eagerness to clear the puck in that situation. But if it was awareness, it was good awareness to realize that the Jaguars were changing and you could possibly catch them in a too-many-men situation.
And they certainly did. Just off the skate of Highbaugh, and she'll spend a couple of minutes in the penalty box.
5:05 here to go in a tie game, 2-2. A 2-minute penalty for the 2-minute power play for the Leafs here. as this will be a crucial opportunity in the dire moments of the game. They line up to the left of Noto. Leafs win the draw forward, but the Jaguars are the ones that come up with it, only able to get it to the point. Jaguars once again looking to clear, and that's saved by Reynolds into the zone, and another shot, and that just laid in the crease. Good clear from the Jaguars as they are able to get it out of their zone. And now they may have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. A shot, good stick from the defense there.
That was a nice play by Chabella at the blue line to knock that puck down and break out, but good back check by the Leafs to get back into it.
Leafs have it. Now it comes out of the zone, and that is a clear offsides. I don't think Reynolds realized that it was on his stick, but on the opposite side of the blue line there.
I'm curious if they're going to call that intentional. Let's see where they put this face off. No, it's going to be in the neutral zone. I thought they might call it intentional because Reynolds made no effort to back that puck out into the neutral zone. It was, in Wade, he just fired it back in, and a lot of times that's called intentional.
You know, you always tell these players to have their heads up. And in this case, he did, but just due to the fact that he didn't have his head down, he didn't realize that it was on his stick but out of the zone.
Yeah, he had his head up, just really wasn't sure what he was looking at, I don't think. But another offside, so we're down to 4 and change here in the third period. Tie game.
1:15 to go on the power play. Leafs win the draw. They move that into the zone, a centering pass just away from the stick, and we're going to get another call here as the stick was in the midsection. Not happy about the call is J.J. Zeleny.
So here you go, 2-man advantage for the Leafs for 1:06. So this is their opportunity right here, Mike. They've been trailing most of the game. They gave up a goal early to fall behind 1-0. They scored to tie it. They gave up another goal. They were able to tie it. Now they've got a 2-man advantage for 1:06.
Absolutely. When you say this is probably their best opportunity here, going to see if they can make something happen here. Getting set up. A shot hits the zone player down low, and a good save by Noto, and the Jaguars are quick to move the Leafs out from the crease.
And Noto's, again, he's done a really nice job protecting that lower half of the net here this afternoon. Keeps that stick low to the ice. He's staying low to the ice, and he's forcing the Leafs. If you're going to beat Mikey Noto here in this 4 minutes and 4 seconds, you're going to do it upstairs.
Leafs get lined up for the draw. Only 3 skaters on the side of the Jaguars as they try to flip this puck out. It's at the point. A shot goes wide into the far corner, near side for us. Sent back to the point. D-to-D pass. Another shot. And that one is soaked up by Noto, once again keeping his team in this penalty kill, tied in the game.
Jaguars doing a nice job of keeping those lanes clean in front of their goalie as well, as Mikey Noto saw that all the way from the point. Devin Imsey took that shot, and Noto able to make what was a relatively simple save, given it's a 5-on-3.
Mason Seifert at the draw, but this comes all the way back down to the Leafs goaltender. I thought we were going to get a whistle.
Oh, he was covering it up. You could hear his teammates telling him to play the puck.
Davis now at the blue line, spins and sends this puck down low. Able to use his skates to keep that along the boards, but it's now thrown to the point. A shot, and that goes high and wide from the defense of the Leafs. Trying to center this puck and get a chance in front of the net down low. The Leafs send it backdoor, but it just hops over a stick. That was Matthew Davis on the back door. Another shot from the point coming here. It's still bouncing around down low, and Noto is able to save that one. An extra hard whack at Noto, and the Jaguars did not appreciate that.
Noto does a little somersault to get out of harm's way as well, as the Jaguars have killed off one of the 2 penalties here, and he's been fantastic, stopping 26 of 28. He's been really, really good for the Jaguars, and you see it all the time in the NHL, right? A hot goalie leads a team to a playoff upset or a Stanley Cup championship or something like that, and right now the Jaguars are riding the back of number 29 in black.
As you mentioned, one of the power plays expired, so just 40 seconds to go here on the man advantage for the Leafs. The Jaguars doing a nice job down low to get rid of anything that comes near Soto's way. And Soto himself making some really nice, Noto, sorry. And the Jaguars now fighting for it in the corner. pinched off there, getting a little physical. And the Jaguars able to throw this puck back up, cutting across the blue line, still shorthanded. That shot goes wide, crashing into the net behind the play.
It's Carson Faust. He's looked pretty good for the Jaguars today. He's had some good opportunities, shows some speed, has a hard shot.
Leafs now trying to get out of their zone. Turnover. This might have been going wide, but in the catching range of Miles Farner.
And that was Faust again. Stole the puck and took a shot from basically the same part of the ice.
So the Jaguars able to kill that 5-on-3 and just that 5-on-4 remainder of the penalty there. We are all even once again. Kinsley Highball, the only one back, is able to clear the danger on that one. But the Leafs now trying to get back across the blue line. A couple of Jaguars run into each other there at the blue line, and a bunch of calls for offsides there, but they're not going to get it as the Leafs are in the zone fighting for it along the corner. Two aside there as they stick away at the puck. A backdoor opportunity, and it was wide open and just couldn't put the puck, I think, onto his forehand.
That was Derek Urban standing all alone, and Highball was able to get back defensively to just knock the puck away from Derek Urban.
Mikey Noto just not able to cut back across as he was already down, and that puck was on a platter for Urban. A shot. Oh,
crossbar.
I think that hit
was
the crossbar.
Yep, that was Faust off the crossbar.
I heard iron, that's for sure. That was a really good chance to break this tie. And as you hear the announcement there, we're down to 1 minute here, so we could be looking. I don't even want to say it, because here come the Jaguars. But a good back check there from Kurowskis. And the Leafs are able to stop that breakaway. A tip, so no icing here. Jaguars trying to throw that puck up the boards and out of the corner, but it stays there. Urban fighting for it. Thrown behind the net, but there's only white sweaters to keep this puck in with 25 to go here, and it goes up and over Noto. And the Leafs have scored a goal with just 22 seconds to go.
August Reynolds from the far half boards. Again, I don't know if that hit something on the way through, but up over the head of Mikey Noto, who is down on all fours. And however this game plays out, you certainly cannot blame young number 29. He has played a whale of a hockey game here this afternoon for Joliet. He stopped 27 out of 30. And I talked earlier, not that long ago, about how he's done a great job of protecting the low part of the ice. And if the Leafs were going to beat him, it was going to have to be upstairs. Well, that one was upstairs. And the Leafs are now 22.2 seconds away from a trip to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon, right here on the Hyundai Rink.
The fact that the Jaguars drew iron just moments before that has got to hurt even more. They take a timeout here in order to try to regroup in these last 22.2 seconds. It's been an even game pretty much up until this point. It's still very even. There's just one goal separating these teams, but now, as you mentioned, 30 shots on goal for this Leafs team.
Yeah, the proverbial game of inches, right? I mean, the Jaguars hit iron about a minute before that, so a game of 6 inches either way. If that shot is low 6 inches, then all of a sudden, the Jaguars are the ones that are celebrating, and they're not taking it. They're going with 6 right out of the chute here.
Mikey Noto on the bench. You can't really fault him. Leafs actually come up with this puck and throw it back down just wide of the net. 15 on the clock. The Jaguars need to get this puck up into the offensive zone quick, but it goes to the Leafs defense. They're holding it and killing time. 6 seconds to go. The Jaguars not able to pick it up as it comes back out of the zone, and that's how this one will finish. The Leafs win this one 3-2 with a last-minute goal as they swarm their goaltender and are moving on.
Yeah, that was a fun game. You feel for the Joliet Jaguars. A couple of bad breaks for them in this one. A couple of shots that hit a body or hit a stick or something on the way past. Mikey Noto, but Noto has nothing to shake his head about. Number 29 played fantastic for the Jaguars here this afternoon, and this number 11 seed gave the West Dundee Leafs all they could handle in this matchup.
Almost another upset for you.
Yeah,
there.
almost. I love a good upset.
Thank you all for tuning in to another broadcast here. Stick around for this last game on this side of the bracket. This is the Mammoth A1 team, the second seed going up against the Hawks A3. That's the 10th seed. It's it's supposed to be a 2:30 start, but we're going to be a little delayed here. But
yeah,
Aaron
about 15 or 20 minutes.
Aaron and I will have the call. Be sure to tune into this one because the Leafs will be playing the winner of this next game, and that will be tomorrow at 1:10 on this rink as well. So, Leafs 3, Jaguars 2 after this one. Myself, Mike Napolitano, and my partner, Aaron Schellen. Stick with us for the next one on this septuple Saturday here at Fifth Third Arena.